Word, son. What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy JDiVine. All right, man. Before we get into this video, make sure to like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon to be notified every time I upload. Without further ado, let's get up into it. All right, man. So the last video I talked about when I was working at Burger King and how that went, that long ass story time. So this one is going to be noticeably shorter. If you can probably already tell, if you can already tell already, this is going to be a shorter story, but got all the juicy details in there. So if you haven't already, make sure you sit back, chill, take a pee break, pause the video, get you some popcorn, because you know how I do. But without further ado, like I said, let's get up into it. So right after Burger King, I think I graduated high school, not I think, but I graduated high school, and then it got to the point where I needed to start working, because once high school was over with, my pops was like, look, this is not where you chill. Now, this is when the real work kicks in. So after a while, I applied to UPS. Now, they say the UPS is always hiring, and that is the true statement. That is a very true statement. So I went in there, and they pretty much did like this group orientation, because that was like the very next day. And they pretty much did like a group orientation, you know, telling you what all was going to entail in details or whatever. And one of the guys, before we left for the day, you know, to pretty much, you know, come back the next day to do our paperwork, one of the guys was there. He was like, hey, if you got the chance, run away and stay far away from this place. And we thought he was just talking shit. But he was like, look, man, they're going to overwork you. They're going to underpay you. They're going to treat you like shit in here. I'm telling you, man, if you can avoid it, get out of here and stay far away from over here. You know, it was like, you know, whatever. But somewhere in my mind, I probably should have took heed. But like I said, I needed a job. So the thing about UPS, where this was, you know, I was in Irving. So that's where I stayed. Now, this Dallas, this is in Dallas. So this is a UPS hub in Dallas. I forget the name of the street, but just look in Dallas, Texas. If you want to Google it just for, you know, for the sake of the story, just Google Dallas, Texas, and then you'll see the UPS hub and you'll see what's around it. So I started back working, and I worked at UPS. Now, the first few days, not gonna lie to you, man, it was pretty tough. It was tough, man. I remember I think the following day after my first day, because, you know, they work the shit out of you. So whenever you first work there, you know, you have, you know, because also you got to remember in Texas, it's hot. So I'm working through the sweat and I'm hot, you know, and all that good stuff. The next day, I remember I woke up, nigga, I had to roll out of bed. That's how hot I was. Like how hot and tired I was from the day before. I woke up the next day sore. I had to roll out of bed. That's how bad it was. So the thing about me, like I said, I was in Irving and this hub was in Dallas. So I had to take a bus and a train to get there. So it was maybe like 45 minutes to maybe an hour, depending on the traffic. So keep in mind that I could drive, but I had a permit. So, you know, mom and pops, they had the cars, and I pretty much had to just, you know, make my way there. So I had to get up at the ass crack of dawn, which is pretty much like 4:45, 5 o'clock. And I had to leave out the door at 5:30 or no, 5:20. And I had to be at the bus stop that was right across the street from where I stayed at least 5:30, and the bus would pop up at 5:35. So I had to be on time every day. Now, like I said, it was a pretty long ride, but when you finally got there, you know, you had to walk the rest of the way. So I will say, man, working inside the UPS, you came across some pretty crazy characters, man. Like, there's this guy named Robert. I'll never forget him. It's a little scrawny ass little white dude, man. I promise I'll never forget this dude. And the thing about Robert, man, is like he loved to talk and bullshit his way through work. So most of the time, whenever I seen him, I try to avoid him as much as possible. But then again, you know, I'm a talker myself. So if we can just talk and, you know, get the work done at the same as that time, if we're working and really knocking out the work, then, you know, we can, you know, make the day go by faster, because that's what I believe. Teamwork made the dream work, and if we can really knock it out, then we good. But he would always talk about shit that had nothing to do with work, let alone, I can kind of tell the nigga was lying. And he was talking like, yeah, bro. Every time I see him, what's up, Justin? What's up, Robert? Yo, man, I got so fucked up last night, bro. I got so faded. I had about 6 or 7 bitches, bro. I was high. I was fucked up. I'm like, yeah, Robert, that's cool. Let's try to get this trailer down. Now, my area, sometimes, especially during peak season, we had like different trailers that had packages going to them. And there was this one particular trailer that used to always get backed up, and he was over there excuse me, in that area where exactly that trailer got backed up at. So sometimes the pickoff up there would call and say, hey, Justin, what's up? Go help Robert over there, so-and-so. So I'll go over there and go help him. Now, this particular day, he was getting backed up all day long. So somebody had to come over there and help him, but I was the next one in line. So I had to go over there and go help him. Now, when I walked over there, I was like, what's up, Robert? What's up, bro? And then he started talking the regular bullshit again. So mind you, I'm over there to try to alleviate the pressure that he got going on over there in his trailer. So when I go over there, he tried to make small talk. I'm like, hey, man, let's try to just get this down first. He's like, all right. So 5 minutes go by, probably no more than that went by, and he's like, hey, bro, I'm be right back. I use the bathroom. I was like, all right, man, hurry back. So I'm working to try to get his packages down, and we have this punk ass supervisor. We have full-time soups and part-time soups. Supervisors are short. And there's this one dude named Kevin. I'll never forget this bitch ass nigga. I couldn't stand him. He was a punk. You could tell he was a punk in high school that got like fucked with on the constant, and then whenever he finally got somewhere where he had like position of power, you could tell he went crazy with it. But he was a bitch. I knew he was, and I don't even throw that phrase around for people at all in general, but I know he was a bitch. So he walk up and he sees the trailer backed up. So he looks at me, he's like, what the fuck is this shit? I'm like, yo, Kevin, this is not my trailer, bro. Robert, before I could even finish, before I even fixed my lips to say whose trailer it was, I don't give a fuck whose trailer it is. Get this shit done. Get it out of the way. We got other shit to do. Hurry the fuck up. And he walks off. I'm like, yo, this ain't even my trailer. Man, all I know was whatever package I had in my hand, mind you, like we had like these walls that we had to, put together and had to make sure they were tight. So, in transit that they didn't, didn't fall or whatever. And whatever package I had in my hand, I don't know what it was. I took that package and I threw it as hard as I could against the trailer. And then there was this guy that was right next door from me, the next trailer over. His name was Xavier, but we called him X. And damn, I gotta clear my throat. Damn, I'm keeping all that in there. I ain't cutting out shit. But X comes over and he's like, hey, bro, you good? I was like fuming. I was steaming. You know what I'm saying? And then X was like, bro, just don't even worry about it, bro. What was it? It's Robert Trail Lane. And yep. And he was like, all right, it's cool, bro. Just give me your scanner. Take a walk and just cool off. Don't let Kevin see you. So I was like, all right. So, got to walking around. We had our little duck off spots that we could go to and just chill and try to, get away for a second. So, after I cooled off, I came back and Robert came back to his trailer or whatever. And I came up there, I said, Robert, don't ever leave me in your fucking trailer like that again, bro. Because if Kevin come back over here on that bullshit, you gonna hear it from me. You know what I mean? That's probably somewhat I told him. But I told him, I was like, don't leave me in your fucking trailer again, bro. You know what I mean? Because I got yelled at for your bullshit. And he's like, all right, bro, okay. And then, he just left it alone. But after that, and then like I said, Kevin was such an asshole, bro. Like, he was such a dick to the point where it was just like he talked to anybody how he fucking felt. And I don't know if that's just the way he talked, which I know that ain't the way he talk. I know he don't get down like that. Matter of fact, nobody gets down like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you decent to people, if people respect you, if you respect people, they should respect you back. I shouldn't have probably thought that about Kevin, but I remember one time, like, it was peak season and it was so bad, bro. It got so bad up in there. I remember that, I was first shift. That was my shift. So with the fact that I was at first shift, I had all these packages, like, cause it was in the section, it's like 3 or 4 of us, not including the pickoff. So whenever we finished for the day, which is normally like 4:00, mind you, like our start time was like maybe between 8 and 9. When we finished for the day, that's supposed to be like 3 or 4. That's when second shift comes in. We had so many packages, we were backed up, bro, that we had to stay until second shift came in. Or second shift came in and try to help us alleviate what we had so they can get caught up for their shift. So Kevin, this punk motherfucker, comes over and says, hey, ain't nobody leaving until we get these packages in these trucks. Hurry the fuck up. If you leave, you fired. All I know was when I heard him say that, I was reaching down and I was picking up a box. And when he said that shit, because his voice was booming through the section, because I was in like the big section called G5. It's green 5 because it's green, yellow, red, and blue. Green is the section you want to be in, preferably 5. So that's like the biggest section, so you're not crammed up. As soon as he said that, I looked, I was like, word? I said, all right. I put my package down. I was like, hold on, let me take this off. I took off like the scanner I had on, turned that shit off, signed it out. I don't even think I signed it out. I think I just put it back in a box. And I was like, I'll see y'all tomorrow. So what I did was I left, but Kevin couldn't see me. Now, mind you, this hub is kind of like, it's like a big ass hangar. That's pretty much what it is. And it's just like, it's a side where we got to, you know, sort the packages, and then it's another side where the trucks for UPS and stuff would be at. So in order for you to get to like the exit, so you can start making your way to the guard shack, which is how you get in and out, you have to go through there. In order for you to get through there, you have to walk to like the doors of the garage where like the trucks will leave out at, and you have to go through these doors, and then you follow it all the way down until you get to the path that takes you to the guard shack. So instead of me taking a normal path that I would take when I'm going to my section, I just went straight out of my section, straight out, and didn't take the normal path I would where Kevin would see me. So I just went out the long way. That's pretty much what I did. So as far as I know, to this day, he still don't know that I left. You know what I mean? All he probably think that he just said, all right, going to go home. You know what I mean? But I was like, fuck that. You're not gonna keep me here. I got somewhere to be. And plus I was getting picked up. So I was like, I'm not gonna have my dudes waiting on me, you know, all that long. And she just got off work. I know she ready to go. So I was like, man, fuck that. Then on top of that, they're not paying you overtime. So once your shift is up, it's up. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, fuck all that. So I left. And then and they say UPS is a constant revolving door, and I see why. You know what I mean? Now I got to the point where eventually, man, I just stopped going to that motherfucker. Like, it got that bad. It got to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got to the point where like I was lying to my moms and pops. Well, my pops, I'm pretty sure he already knew. You know, pops ain't stupid. You know what I mean? But my mom, she knew, because she used to work there way before I did. She said every day Smile was quitting. So it got to a point where I started taking the bus and the train. And then when you get off the train, there's like a platform. You walk down the platform, and then you walk into the UPS hub. So it got to a point where I started walking, and I would get halfway almost to like, you know, start walking and get to where I need to be. I would stop, and literally I said, man, I'm going home. And legit turned back around and just wasted time and try to find a suitable time to where I can text my mom and tell her, hey, I'm on my way back home. They sent us home early, or they didn't need me. And she was like, okay. But fast forward a few years later, I was talking to my moms about it, and she said, oh, we knew you quit. We was just gonna see how long it's gonna take before they actually said you quit. You know what I mean? So so safe to say, I ain't as slick as I thought I was. But yeah, if you can avoid UPS at all times, if you can help it, try to avoid UPS, bro. I don't know, it might be better now, I don't know, but UPS was a very interesting time. And I was like, I remember Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly and J. Cole's 2014 Forest Hills Drive drop. And I remember I had both of those albums on constant repeat. So that, I ain't gonna lie, that kind of kept me still kind of sane until like I got up out of there. Now, the only part I will say that I messed up on, and don't take any heat from me, do better, but which I'm better now. But if you ever decide that you're gonna quit a job, have something right behind that when you get ready to quit. You know what I'm saying? Don't just up and quit it and then you got all this downtime. You know what I'm saying? Because you got, ain't no telling, you know, when's the next job gonna bring you on and how quick they're gonna bring you on. So if you quit a job, make sure you got something right behind that so you can quit with ease and you can just jump straight to the next job. But yeah, I gotta say, man, UPS was hella interesting, man. But would I do it again? Probably not. I'm not gonna hold you. Probably not, bro. But yeah, man, damn, I think this is a little better, man. I know the last video I had was like 35 minutes long, but you know, I try to be as detailed as possible. But I figured I'd just give y'all all the good, I don't want to say the good information, but you know, just the main bullet points. I would always add extra stuff and it'd take up more time, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video, man. Make sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Like I said, if you enjoy it, appreciate love, support y'all for showing the videos, man, most definitely. And yo, I didn't think a lot of people actually liked that 2K video that I did. I really didn't think so. Last time I looked, bro, like from this time that I'm recording now, I think I'm sitting at 434 views and like 34 likes, I think. I don't really think people are cut for it like that, but I guess so, man. So trust and believe 2K content will be coming. Madden for damn sure will be coming to the channel also, probably not as quick, But yeah, man, most definitely we're gonna be bringing all that to the channel. But like I said, I appreciate all of support y'all been showing the videos, man. Most definitely make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you do know how I do. The next video that I do for the story time is going to be when I worked at Best Buy, so look forward to that. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's your boy JDiVine, and I'm signing out. Peace.